Hey there, y'all. It's Renee here. Stephanie Renee, I guess I started saying on this channel, but anyway, I hadn't done a video in a while, and on this channel, and I wanted to come in and do one. So yeah, the 12th was Julian's birthday. Wet hair, sorry. And we just had a little get together this year. It's just family, pretty much. I did invite others, they didn't show up. I was kind of okay with that because I don't know, it almost felt like this year was harder than last year. It's just, I don't know. I think the problem becomes that when you've lived with somebody so long and you had a good relationship, you really miss that. And I definitely miss that. And I don't know. I'm not saying I want to get married again or even live with somebody again right at this moment. Is not what I'm thinking, because I don't really have anybody. I'm talking on the phone, texting, I guess, and messaging a couple of people, but it's just, I get so frustrated with it because I've joined these online dating sites and I'm probably not going to be there long because it doesn't seem like it's for me. Things are so different after this year it's 16 years of not being single, of being in a relationship, and it's it's like things that are just really, really different. I think a lot of fellas and maybe even the ladies, I don't know about the ladies because I'm not looking for that in any way, they seem to just want a physical relationship with a female. There is one fella that I'm talking to that I have developed a friendship with, and I really like him, but I don't think, in all honesty, he would be the type of person I would settle with. But it's just loneliness, it seems so selfish to say that I'm surrounded by my children, my family, my grandchildren, and I feel lonely, but I do. I mean, to the point that I can't sleep, and I'm back to just crying all the time, and I don't know, I gotta do something different. I really do. I've got to. It's not physical, and I think a lot of people think that it is physical, but not in a sexual sense. It's I miss being held. I miss being loved. That's what I was telling my friend tonight. He and I were texting, and I said, it's just, I'm really going to try not to cry, but it's something that you can't avoid. And I think that when you lose a partner, that is going to come up eventually in your grieving. You're going to miss having someone there. And even though you know it's not going to be the person that you've lost, you feel like you just want to have someone there to be with you, an adult companion to talk to hang out with, to go to the movies with, somebody to talk to about how your day was and the things that you did and the things you're thinking about doing, and just fall into somebody's arms and just sleep so peacefully with knowing that there's somebody there that loves you and cares about you. And I don't know, that it's just, I can't seem to find my way with that. I never was, I guess you could say, I never really had boyfriends or anything like that. I was kind of awkward when I was younger anyway, so, and I was always really, really shy, so I was, I guess, kind of unapproachable, as well as not a person who would approach someone that I liked. And it's, I don't know, I really don't know how to socialize. I don't drink. I don't party. I don't really have a lot of friends that, I go and hang out with. I don't have any to be honest. And I think that there's just that missing. The companionship is really, it's, I literally sometimes feel like falling on my knees and asking God why, and what do I do about it. It's, I know I said I'd keep this, I wanted to see the positive side of grief, but you have to deal with the negative to get to the positive. I don't know, I don't know how to describe the feeling. Maybe I do know how to describe it. I just don't know how to deal with it, is the thing. I just feel like I am really starved for an adult that I can talk to, that I can hang out with, that I can listen to, that I can talk to, that I can, I think back on the times when Julian and I would have an argument and I'd be angry at him, and I'm the type of person that when I'm angry at someone, I'd just rather not talk to him at the moment. Not speaking to them is just avoiding argument, I think, in a way, and in another way it was maybe my way of punishing him for disagreeing with me. And I think of those times when I thought I wanted out of that marriage because we would have a big argument, and I never would have wanted out like this. I mean, it just, thinking on that now, I'm thinking of the thoughts you have when you don't think you're ever going to lose them, when you think they're going to be there forever. And when it's over like this, when they're gone, there's no taking back any of that. There's I think when we're in a relationship and we have a moment like that, we always think they'll always be there. And it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to think, this is not working, I could live without him. And then when it happens, you can't get those moments back. You can't. And then to have to rebuild that kind of relationship with someone new, the thought of that is hard to think. I'm 41 years old, almost 42, and I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to. I don't think that I would choose to be alone for the rest of my life. I think I want to find someone. But then, you think, who's going to love me like he did? Julian and I were best friends before we got married, before we slept together. And he knew everything about me, and he didn't care. He didn't ever try to change me. He didn't ever try to make me into something that he wanted me to be. He wanted me the way I was. And it seemed like over the years that the things we'd been through, our love just grew, he had such an unconditional love for me that it amazed me sometimes, because I could be a real bitch, you know. I could be difficult. I could be hard-headed. But instead of him fighting against that, he used to tell me that's one of the things he loved about me, because nobody could change my mind. If I believed something, I stuck with it. If I, you know, next fella might not see it that way. He might just think I'm a hard-headed bitch and he just move on, you know. So I don't know. I just really wish for something that I'd probably never have again, but it doesn't stop the wishing, that's for sure. It doesn't stop you wanting so badly to just have somebody hold you. And sometimes I almost feel that I would just like to just be able to have a man understand that I'm still going to hurt for Julian, but I could still care about somebody else. I could still love somebody else. But the truth is, when they're snatched from you that way, and you weren't planning on it, you weren't asking for it. We didn't get divorced. We didn't break up. He didn't even get a chance to really say goodbye to, you know, you don't plan ever for this. And I just don't think that I could ever let him go. And it's probably going to ruin any love life I'd try to have in the future, but, you know. And I don't know, it's a long way away, it's a year away, but I was telling my children, you know, they were talking the other day when we went to his grave, they were talking about next year what they wanted to do. And I told them, I said, I don't know how long I can do this every year, because it hurts worse. But I think that I don't know. Yeah, I told him, I said, it's just, I can't do this the rest of my life. I can't keep trying to keep him alive when he's already gone. But then I don't know how to let go. It's hard. It's hard to pretend that you're okay when I really just, I feel like Julian's death was quick. You know, he was taken in the blink of an eye. But he left me here to just die slowly without him. I really do try really hard to be happy, but I don't think I don't think I feel it really deep in my heart and my soul. I don't. I feel so much sorrow. Sorrow is a really a good way to describe how it feels, because sorrow is so heavy and so painful and so tearful and so